Endmin is the main character of Arknights Endfield, and most players expect him to be useless. While he does have problems, Endmin is actually one of the best early game investments. So I will be going over Endmin's kit, his team synergies, weapons, and gears. Endmin is a physical main DPS that consumes vulnerable stacks to deal massive damage. His combo is triggered when the combo of any other operator is used, so it can be triggered very easily. Using his combo puts originium crystals on enemies, increasing the physical damage they take. Applying a physical status will consume these crystals to deal additional damage and give Endmin a 30% attack buff. At potential 2, these crystals will be consumed to also provide a 15% attack buff to the entire team. However, there are 3 main problems with Endmin. The first is that he has limited AoE capabilities. The second problem is that his originium crystals only last for about 5 seconds. This 5-second duration becomes a problem when you either get knocked away from the enemy or when you don't have enough SP. This ties into the third problem. The third problem is not specifically tied to Endmin, but is more so because of the physical team meta at the moment. As of now, Pog is the only physical vanguard in the game. When Endmin uses his skill to consume vulnerable stacks, Pog's combo can be activated to restore a ton of SP. The only alternative to Pog is Akakuri, but she doesn't perform as well in physical team comps. Endmin does have a few issues, but in the early game, he does pretty well. Moving on to Endmin's team synergies. Endmin's premium team will be Endmin, Chen, Li Feng, and Pog. Restoring SP will be Pog's job. Chen and Li Feng will apply vulnerable stacks on enemies. Starting off with Li Feng's skill will inflict knockdown and apply physical susceptibility. This will trigger Chen's combo, applying another stack. Li Feng's combo can also give the link effect, which buffs the next skill or ultimate used. Surprisingly, Endmin has decent synergy with Ember. Although Ember belongs to the heat element, she plays the role of a physical support. Her ultimate grants shields, and she can inflict vulnerable stacks on enemies. The problem with Ember is that she needs to get hit. Getting hit will give her an attack buff, provide healing through her combo. So even if Ember's personal damage is quite low, she is very good at keeping the team alive. This will be helpful for in-game content. Endmin can also be used in a Shatter team. To trigger Shatter, you first apply Solidification and then inflict a vulnerable stack to deal massive damage. Alesh and Estella can easily trigger Shatter. The cryo infliction that Estella applies can be directly consumed by Alesh to inflict Solidification. This activates Estella's combo, triggering Shatter, while also applying physical susceptibility. Due to Estella's talent, she will also regain SP the next time she uses her skill. Physical characters like Chen and Endmin will be able to take advantage of the physical susceptibility buff. They could also help trigger Shatter when Estella's combo is on cooldown. Next are Endmin's weapons. His best weapon is the 6-star sword, Grand Vision. This weapon provides attack and Endmin's primary attribute. Using Endmin's combo will apply originium crystals, so the next skill or ultimate he uses will deal more physical damage. This weapon will be the next best option. Here, Endmin gets both agility and physical damage bonus. Additionally, he gets up to a 24% attack buff while his team gets 12%. Rapid Ascent will be another 6-star option. However, the crit rate stat it provides is useless to Endmin. Finally, the last option will be the Sundering Steel. You can obtain this weapon for free on completing the final prep web event. The last thing are Endmin's gears. He will be using the Swordmancer gear set, which will help him deal more physical damage. For Endmin's glove piece, I would recommend Fists as it provides Endmin with both his primary and secondary attribute. This will be his armor piece. Finally, he will use this gear piece on both the kit piece slots.